Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. Oh my freaking god, you guys, I have not posted for like a week and I am so freaking sorry. I have just been going through so much this week. It has been hectic, it has been crazy, and I have just been like working every day and I'm just so tired. Like my entire team is practically gone, so literally it's just me and with like 3 other people who we just hired, and I'm the person who knows like how to do everything from before, so we have to train everyone and I have just been there. It's been crazy, but I hope you are all doing well, and I wanted to do something today that just kind of like, girl, just put my mind at ease and just like something nice and refreshing. And you know, whenever time I get stressed out, I like to go back to just like greenery and the forest and just kind of like beautiful scenic things. And I was on my way to work the other day, and I have been working, like I told you, like every day, and my shifts go from 1 to 9, then 9 to 5, then 1 to 9, then 9 to 5. And I'm doing that like every other day kind of thing. And I don't usually do that. And I'm just like so tired. Like I think that as soon as I get this video up today, you guys, I'm going to take a nap. And then today was supposed to be my day off, but one of my coworkers, their mother passed away and I have to go in to close the store. So I'm going to go do that later tonight. And yes, I am recording this on Sunday. So happy Sunday, everyone. It is 1 p.m. So hopefully you guys can see this video before like 4 o'clock. I'm supposed to leave for work for around 5, so hopefully it goes well and then I'll be there. I won't be there for like too long, but I think right after tomorrow I'm 1 to 3. 1 to 9, and then the next day I'm 1 to 9, and then the following day I'm 9 to 5. So at least it's not like back and forth, but we're still getting those silly hours, but it's fine. It's okay. And get money. It's all right. It's cool. But yeah, you guys, there has been a lot going on. There's also been a lot of drama going on. Like I told you before, everyone is leaving the store, and I'm basically like the only one left. And then we just hired a couple of people. We hired someone who I was friends with from another store that I worked at. So they came in over here. So that's kind of nice that I was working with them again. But 2 of my coworkers, one that's gonna be leaving, and one that we have right now, they had some beef the other day. They had some arguments going on, and now they're just like not talking to each other, and it's just like so awkward to be there because you're just like, you can feel the tension in the room. Like it is so bad. So I will tell you what happened. So there were some people that came into the store, and let's call this girl, this older lady, I don't know, Mary. Okay, so Mary sees these people come in. She says, hi, how are you? Like, do you need any help with anything? And they're like, no, we're good. And we're like, okay. Then we just leave it as is. So the other girl, let's name her Carly. So Carly sees them walk in and she doesn't say anything. Second people walk in. Mary says, hi, how are ya? Do you guys need help with anything? Blah, 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 blah. And then they go, actually, yes, I do need help with something. So then she goes, okay, great. So she goes over there and she helps those people that came in, those second people. The first people are still looking around, but they don't need any help from anyone. But, what did I name her? Carly? Carly comes in, she walks over to them and she says, are you guys still good? Because this is like 10-15 minutes later. She's like, are you guys still good? Do you need my help with anything? And they're like, no, we're all good. Don't worry about it. And she's like, okay, cool. So she walks away. Now, Mary, the people that she's helping, they're already done. So they want to check out. So Mary goes, okay, I'll check you guys out. Come with me. So she checks them out and she's checking them out. So the second people who came in, they were also done. So they were like, oh, sorry, the first people came in, they're done now. So since Mary is checking out the second people that came in, you know, Carly is going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to go check out these people because you're already busy with those people. So she walks past and Mary goes, you know, I could have done that, but you know, it's fine. You can check them out. And Carly's like, wait, what? Because like you're already checking somebody out. she's doing you a favor. We have 2 tills. Like, it's okay. Like, we can get someone else to check these people out. They're not like your customers. It's just like whoever went and said hi. And so apparently, like, she was kind of really thrown off by that. And then Mary and Carly went into the back room, and I was stuck out on the floor, and I just like stayed to like wait, because like if anyone comes in the store, we can't all be in the back room, because then nobody will be able to like, you know, say like hello or anything if they need help. So so as I'm standing out there, probably 5 minutes go by, and Carly comes out, and she goes, you know, Mary just like totally like is mad at me. And I said, wait, what? Why? And then she told me that apparently Mary said that those were her customers and that she shouldn't have taken them and she shouldn't have checked them out. Like, she could have done it. And I told her, I was like, but Mary was already checking out other people. Like, how could she, like, does she want us to like stop? Like, does she want to stop what she's doing to help those people and then help the second people come in? Because they'd be waiting in line, and our manager never wants us for people to wait in line. And that's why we have 2 tills, so 2 people can like check people out at the same time. So she was like, yeah, that's what I thought. I'm super confused. So Mary comes out, and Carly goes back in the back room. So I went to Mary and I was like, hey, like what's going on? She's like, oh, she took my sale. Those are the people. I helped them. You know, I did this, I did that. And in my head, I go, well, I mean, didn't you just greet them? Like, I mean, you greeted them. That's not like they're your customers. You just greeted them. That's just the way that we're supposed to do things. You're not giving them any service. Like, you're just saying hello. So I didn't say anything because I don't like conflict. And I'm like, okay, like, let me just go in the back. Let me see if she's okay. So I go in the back, and Carly is obviously like flustered. She's confused. She's upset, angry. Like, why did she come at me for that? And yada, yada, yada. And probably 5 minutes go by, and I'm just trying to get her to like kind of calm down, not to worry about it too much. Like, Mary's going to be leaving soon. Like, this is her last week. Like, I don't know, maybe she's just got a lot on her plate because there is a lot of things that are going on. I'm like, maybe don't worry about it. Just kind of brush it off. She's whatever. And she goes, well, no, because I'm kind of like really annoyed by that. And I said, yes, I get that. But anyway, so probably about 5 minutes later, I'm sitting there with her, and Mary comes in the back, and I'm like, oh God, here we go. And she comes in, she goes, hey, Jamie, was this like a return or something? And I said, oh yeah, it is. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. By the way, Carly. And I was like, oh no. I'm like, oh no. I don't know what is gonna come out of her mouth, but it will never be good, because Mary, like, she speaks her mind when you like don't want her to. Like, she will tell you what's up, like, right in front of your face. It's I hate to be in any kind of position like that. And she's like, oh, by the way, Carly, what I meant by that is I know that you're not stupid, and you shouldn't be taking my customers when I out them. And I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. And the door was open, and I was like, I was so afraid that people were going to come into the store, and they're just going to hear like Mary yelling at Carly, and she's like raising her voice too. And she's like, I know you're not an idiot. I know that if you needed me to get out of the way, you know, if I was helping one of your customers, you could tell me to off, you know, like all this stuff. And she's just sitting here, and I'm like, I'm sitting, and I'm looking at like, I'm looking at Mary, and then I'm looking at Carly, and I'm like sitting here, and I'm going, well, I'm kind of just standing here, and I'm feeling so uncomfortable because I don't know what to do. And then I'm so like perplexed because I'm going, well, it's just like a little sale. I don't know why you're getting so worked up over it. Like, it's not that bad. You're leaving soon. Like, it really doesn't matter. And I'm looking over at Carly, and she's kind of just like sitting there because, you know, all she did, she just said, she was like, all I did was like check them out. Like, that's all I did. And like, Mary wasn't helping them at all. She just said hi, and she was spending her time with the second people. So like, you know, those were her customers because she helped them. So I don't know, it was super weird, and I just felt like so awkward. And then I saw like someone come into the store, and I could see that like, you know, like I could hear that like Mary her voice was raising, and I go, oh my gosh, I'm like, okay, Mary, I'm like, I need to close the door. I need to close the door. Like, I cannot have people come into the store and then hearing you chew out one of our associates. Like, I can't do that. So I closed the door, and you can still hear her from the back room. And let me just say for you guys, the doors that we have that lead into the back room are fireproof, which means that these doors are thick. These are some thick doors, okay? And you can hear her through it. And it is so like, oh my gosh. And it was so awkward because when people came into the store, they could hear it and they're like, is everything all right going on back there? I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, everything's fine. So probably about another 5 minutes later, Mary comes out, but Carly is still in the back room. And I go to Mary and I say, is she crying? Did you kill her? Like, where is she? And she was like, no, she's in the back. And I go, okay, I'm going to talk to her because I know she's going to be like, what the heck, where's Jamie? You know, so I go into the back and I just want to make sure she's okay too. And I go over and I talk to her, and she's like, obviously like super confused, very flustered, very upset. Like, she's kind of just like, what the heck, you know, like, why'd she have to chew me out like that when it's not that big of a deal? It was just, and the things that I didn't say everything, obviously, that she said, but she said so much stuff, you guys, and it would make anyone uncomfortable, and it was very unnecessary. I can understand, like, there's a lot going on in her life, and I'm sure, you know, when people are stressed out, like, it just comes out that way, and they may not mean it in the way that they do, but I know that she's been just kind of, like, going through it these past couple days, but I don't like it when people project, and I just, like, find it really unnecessary. Especially if you're yelling at someone, because the way that they respond to that kind of stuff can be so different from the way, say, you and or I respond to things like that. Like, when people yell at me, I just shut down. My whole system, I just shut down. I don't say anything. I'm very quiet. I'm very like, there's nothing for me to say. There's nothing for me to comprehend. Like, I'm just kind of like, I don't take any information. I'm just kind of dead. My brain is dead, and it's not from like the 5 concussions that I've had. I'm just like brain dead when it comes to that. And so that happened, and I was trying to get her to calm down because she started to almost cry, and I was like, don't cry. I'm like, please don't cry. I'm like, you're gonna be fine, don't worry, like, it'll be fine, she's gonna be leaving soon. And she was like, I know, but that's not the problem. Like, the problem is that, like, I just got, like, you know, chewed out. And I'm like, I totally understand that, but it's just so hard because I'm like, I don't know what to say. I just need to be like there for people, and it's so awkward. It's like when people sing like happy birthday to you, and you're just kind of sitting there like, okay, when's this gonna end? You know, like, it's just so like uncomfortable. And it's not like I'm uncomfortable to help people, but it's just weird when they start like crying, because then I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? So that was a whole thing. And then the next day that comes, my friend texts me, who she doesn't know the drama that was going on, but she was at work that day, and she texts me and she goes, is there like an issue? What did she say? I even have the text message, but she was like, I think there was something. Okay, she says, okay, so this is that's the way she started off her their text message was, okay, so I don't know what's the matter here, but do you think Mary likes to create issues? And I said, LOL, what's going on? And then she says, I don't know what's going on between her and Carly. I'm just here and I don't know what to do. And I said, well, I mean, they had a falling out the other day. Are they like not talking to each other at all or anything like that? She says, nope, they're not. And I said, oh my gosh. I said, yes, Mary yelled at Carly the other day, and Mary is going through some stuff right now, and I don't think I don't think Carly knows. And so we started talking about that, and so apparently they weren't talking to each other the following day, and it was just really awkward for my friend who was working there too, because she's like, what is going on? Especially going from like a toxic work environment to coming to our store, when usually there really isn't any sort of toxicity when it comes to any of the relationships in our store. It's just like she was just, you know, very uncomfortable because she's like, what's going on? Like, usually everyone gets along pretty well. It's okay. Like, I never find anything that's really bad. The only time that I ever felt like we had like drama that happened in the store was when I was doing like some shipment stuff, and Mary actually ran out of the store, and she saw someone and she was gone for like 2 hours, and then like she stayed like the entire time in the back on her phone while like I had to do shipment, and it was like the biggest shipment I've ever had to deal with. And like out of the 8-hour shift that she had, I guarantee you she was there for only like 2 hours, or she was in the back for 4. Like, it's just, oh, it was just so bad that day. And that day, my other friend who I worked with, he doesn't work there anymore, but he was like so mad at Mary, and they even had a falling out that time too, and Mary chewed out my other friend, and my other friend chewed out her, and it was just a whole thing. And I just don't like any sort of drama that happens in the store, and it's not fun, and it's not great. I don't like it. I don't like drama, and usually there isn't, but we are starting to get a whole brand new team. And you know, the manager that I used to have, he's leaving. He's going back home to Newfoundland, and we will all miss him, but we are starting to get another one from a different store. She was another manager from another place, and I've been hearing kind of mixed things about her. So if I get any sort of tea or drama or anything like that, y'all, girl, I'm not gonna tell you all, because it is just, I don't know, I never know what to say when it comes to these builds. You know me, if you've been here for a hot minute, you know that I will just sit here and just tell you guys about my day, about my about the trauma, about everything that happens in my store, some of the weirdest customers that we get. Like, I just find it really entertaining, and I think it's really fun, and I hope that you guys also find it entertaining. Some of you guys were messaging me about how my doctors went, if I got any results back on my head. For any of you guys who don't know, I did get an ultrasound on my head because I had a weird bump, but it's starting to go away now. But for some reason, the walk-in clinic that I went to, they never sent my results to my doctor. So for like the past like month and a bit, where I've been trying to figure out what I have, we just don't have any answers yet because they never sent it off. So now my doctor has to request it, so hopefully they can get that in soon. She doesn't think that it's anything minor or serious, sorry, so that's good. And I had a whole thing I was saying. I was like, my jaw's cracking. It's like the weird bump on my wrist. Hopefully I can get removed and have surgery on it soon. And I was trying to ask my doctor about wanting to go back to karate, because I know that I was talking to you guys about how I do martial arts and how I had a couple of concussions here and there, and everyone was quite like concerned whether or not I should go back. And I asked her, I was like, do you guys mind if you guys maybe do like a scan on it, like a CAT scan, an MRI, maybe, if anything, like if any of those show up, if there's any damage that has happened to me because of my concussions. And so apparently they don't have anything that will show any of that kind of damage, which kind of sucks actually, because I totally thought that we had something that would show them, but I guess it doesn't show any sort of like whether or not you're good from a concussion or not. So she kind of just had to diagnose it with questions that she asked me and stuff like that, asking if they were like serious, if I had any really bad ones or anything like that. And all of them have been pretty spread out, so I don't find like I have like any issues except for like my memory, because my memory sucks, and I don't know. She thinks it could be also with how many concussions I've had. I've had about 4 or 5, I'm not too sure. And I just don't know how well my head would be if I went back to martial arts. But she said she thinks I can go back. I just have to be careful because, you know, like if I find like I'm sparring someone and I may have got hit in the head and it feels a little funny, or it might be a little too harder than usual, then like I have to make sure that I kind of, you know, stop, assess the situation, whether or not I go back, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, guys, it's been crazy. I hope you're all doing well, though. I hope you're enjoying the nice weather. If you guys are in Canada right now, it's been getting really nice lately. So if any of you guys are outside, let me know if you guys are enjoying it, or wherever you are right now. We have all the windows closed and all the curtains over the over the windows because it's actually really hot out, but it's not too bad. Like the wind is beautiful out right now and I really like it. So our pool just came up, so that will be exciting, and hopefully I can work out soon so I feel better about going in the pool. And yeah, I'm sorry that I sound very tired or my voice sounds a little funny. I just haven't been getting the proper sleep or anything like that. So I think after this I'm probably gonna take a little nap. Every time I keep like talking, I keep, you know, yawning, so I don't I want to say that quick so nobody does it. But I really hope that you guys like this video. Maybe please consider like, commenting, and subscribing. I promise I will post a lot more, and let me know what you want to see. I really want to do like a neon city. I love doing them. I think they're so much fun. But please stay tuned for all the pictures at the very end, and I will see you all later. Bye guys.